love in this world is insane. From people like Bill and Frank, where it's so in your face and obvious, down to people like Kathleen with her brother. Like, they depict love so strong in this.
The Last of Us really is a love story.
It is.
It's family love.
It's young love. Connecting with each other.
It's unrequited love.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a zombie show, but it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's a
love
love story.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Dan Reacts. I'm Dan. This is my reaction channel. I am here with the one and only endurer and survivor, Addie. How's it going?
So true.
You endure and survive.
So true, bestie.
Through the journeys I put you through on this channel.
Yeah.
That's all this channel is.
It's just me going through things on camera.
And enduring and surviving. There is no doing well.
No, there's never thriving. It's just enduring, surviving.
How are you doing today?
Enduring and surviving. Mainly.
Enduring and surviving. We're back for another episode of The Last of Us. We're here for episode 7. This episode is entitled Left Behind. As we both know, that's the name of the DLC that was released. So we can only kind of imagine.
We can infer
what this episode is going to be about. We're very, very excited for it. Everything has come together so beautifully in this show. Like the way that they have adapted all the different encounters, if you will, that Joel and Ellie come across, whether it be Bill and Frank, Kathleen, and all of that situation. Henry and Sam. Like, it's just all been done. And then to seeing his brother again at their little, like, compound in Jackson and, like, all that stuff was just so beautiful and well done.
I know. So far, 0 misses, I feel. Like, this show is just really, like, hitting it out of the fucking park. Like, I am obsessed.
All right, guys. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. The Last of Us, episode 7. Oh, God.
Leave.
Shut up, Joel.
Go.
Joel, shut the fuck up!
How fucking terrifying for her. I'd be like, no, I can't do
that.
No,
like, I already, like, invested in this with you.
And half of this journey was possible for me because I had you.
Right. Like, I can't, like, lose you.
Oh, he's like a little baby with a little jacket blanket.
With a little jacket blanket. Oh! Not the single tear.
Ellie backstory. Oh.
Flashback time.
Oh my God.
You pick up your pace. I'm not running doubles again because of your shitty attitude.
Oh, we got a bullied Ellie.
Oh! Ellie! Bro, suck.
Damn.
Get a rest.
What's going on? You've never been what I call well behaved, but the last few weeks, you follow the rules, you become an officer. You get to tell the Bethanys of the world exactly where to shove it.
Well, at least she's got, like, him kind of vying for her.
There's a leader in you. And one day it could be your turn. Or not.
Can I have my Walkman back?
He's like, are you fucking serious? But also, yes.
But fine. Well, can you imagine in a world like that, like, you're one of probably the few people that have a Walkman and have playable music, like, at your disposal. I'm sure not everybody gets those. I would not want to lose it. I'd be like, can I have that back? That's, like, my only thing that keeps me,
I know.
Like, okay all day. That bed looks rough.
Yeah, this whole situation looks rough.
Reilly, where have you been?
She looks so good.
Reilly!
I thought you were dead. You've been gone for 3 weeks. I joined the Firefly. Oh, fuck you. I will tell you everything. Come with me for a few hours and have the best night of your life.
Oh, the best. But gonna be the worst.
It's 2 a.m. and in a few hours I have drills where we learn to kill fireflies.
See, like, I'd be pissed just for the lack of sleep. Like, I
I
have
know,
to get
I'd
up
be
in a
like-
few hours. Like, girl, no.
But that
But
just shows how
I'll come with you.
much Reilly like
They love each other.
means to Ellie. She's like, any hours I get.
Guards? No. This Fetcher's fucking stupid.
This badge is fucking stupid.
Not that fucking stupid, are they? They're in a 7-Eleven situation. No, thanks. I'd like to keep my other eyebrow in one piece.
Oh,
What's the 7-Eleven situation?
that's how she lost her one eyebrow.
Oh, firefly lights are better. Congrats. 1 point for the anarchist.
A little Easter egg of the, like, having
Oh,
to tap
yeah,
the...
totally. That always would stress you out.
Yeah, because mine wouldn't work half the time. I was like, oh my
Oh,
god! Ooh.
shit.
That's fun.
Is this the big surprise? No.
Is the dead body the surprise?
Is this what you were gonna show me?
So disgusting.
Oh.
Is that real? Bottle's real.
So remember when you find the bottle, but they're changing who you found it from because they both take a
Mhm.
little swig and get drunk.
Yeah.
Well, you can actually choose. Elliot doesn't want to take it.
Yum. Gimme.
But if you don't drink it as Ellie, Riley's like, okay, whatever, and still drinks it anyways in the game.
Can I hold your gun? Kinda made me swear not to let other people handle my sidearm. I had to handle my sidearm because I'm such a fucking firefly. Give me your gun. Alright, fine.
She's like, fuck what they told you.
I'm
Give
Ellie.
me that shit.
I'm your best friend.
We're on a mission here. Oh, give me a sec.
Me anytime I do anything.
Stop, wait.
So you don't bomb stuff anymore? Not when civilians are around. That's propaganda bullshit. Right here.
Yum.
So, turns out when Frederick connected that block up to the grid, this place got connected too.
They're so comfortable in like creepy dark buildings
I
in this
know,
world.
they're just wandering around, like, having a good time.
A building like this would scare the fuck out
No,
of
just
us.
like, yeah, just being inside it without all the extra shit going on in the world would scare me.
Just the building, yeah.
Just the building scares.
Are you gonna kill me? It seems like a perfect place to do it. Oh, I'm aware.
She's like, maybe.
It's such like crush
Energy.
behavior.
Yeah.
Like
Like the, like, fucking with each other.
uh-huh. It's flirting.
It's little kid flirting, yeah.
It's a little kid flirting. You the whole game.
Literally, like, can I get this to work?
Oh,
Like, she's probably never been in a mall.
never
ever.
seen anything like that, probably.
So, what do you think? Just me and you.
Oh, they're doing such a good job with this DLC, like
It's just me and you.
nailing every scene.
You plan stuff? No way. Electric stairs? No way.
Oh.
What a sensory overload this would be. Oh,
You thought.
back in 5 minutes, how eerie.
I mean, I don't get why people back then.
Oh.
Victoria's Secret.
Alright, come on. We're almost there.
We had a small experience of looting ourselves these last couple years. With Corona.
Oh, well, I guess, yeah.
Small.
Small.
Small. But
Isolated.
stores were getting, you know.
Some, like a few, not like an entire mall.
Step right here. Close your eyes. On 4. Close.
'Cause they're in love.
Okay. Open your eyes.
The carousel.
Shit.
Set design
Looks
looks
so
exactly
good.
like the fucking mall in the game.
Oh, it's so romantic. So cute.
What? Nothing. You're drunk. No.
You're drunk.
You need help? No.
They're doing a little bit of work on the bottle.
Oh, and they're also like 14.
Like for being babies.
Yeah.
This is their first time drinking, I assume. Oh.
In typical Last of Us fashion, they are making us fall in love with this relationship
So cute.
just to rip it.
Did you really leave because you actually think you could liberate this place? Don't say it like it's some type of famous scene, Ellie. I turn 17 next month. That's when you get your assignment. You know what Quan gave me? Sewage detail.
Damn.
You know, you're the one thing I miss from that fucking place. We're 2 unders down. 3 more to go, if you want to keep going. Is that a time machine?
Oh!
Classic!
It's crazy how you can see this all before, but because these actresses are so good, it feels new. Like, I haven't seen this.
Oh, look at that. I came prepared.
Fixing her hair. Aw.
Oh, shit. What should we do? Bunny ears? Wait.
No. Are you crying?
Go. Got places to be, wonders to see.
An arcade.
This is the most beautiful thing.
Ugh, this must be so nice for her. Like, just going your whole life in that shithole.
Never. And it's so crazy that it's so close to their QZ and they don't
She
open
didn't-
it up.
Right.
Like, people aren't
It's
allowed
like
to go here.
they're
It's down the
just-
block.
Yeah, even though it works and there's power and like, they're just like, fuck these people.
All these
Nobody's
wonders have been blocks away from her whole
Nobody's
life.
allowed to be happy.
Do you have any money?
Not that useless shit.
So crazy. Because, yeah, like, in this, people aren't grabbing money. They're grabbing supplies and, like,
No, right, because money's
shoes.
not helping you.
And yeah, what do you need money for?
Mortal
The
Kombat.
poster. How cool, your first time ever playing a video game.
Right. Like, how do you even, like...
Well, maybe she has played something, but...
Joystick.
Oh,
How many times have you played this? I mean, don't wait to do everything with me. Go again.
Reilly's the master of, like, taking the conversation and then just, like, changing the subject.
Being like, anyways.
Anyways, another round?
Let's not focus on that negative feeling.
What is this?
I know, this is... I'm already like, no, just let it be happy-go-lucky
Yeah,
forever.
where are we going?
So scary.
Oh...
Is he gonna wake up? Stop. Oh!
It's getting late. I have to wake up and make my bed soon. I got you again. Is it a spider? No. Is it in your shirt? No. Is it a water?
Ugh. If they had left right then.
But I think this is Reilly's last night.
Ta-da! Volume 2.
The pun book.
What did the triangle say to the circle? Oh, you're so pointless.
You're so pointless.
Oh, that's, you know, she knows her so well. Look how happy Ellie is with this gift.
Oh, here we go. What do you call an alligator in a vest?
Bombs.
Did you make these? Yes, Ellie, we would never use them on you. I would never let them do that. You think they're going to listen to you?
No, guys.
Leave it on a good note, you guys.
Ellie, none of this shit was even about me. Would you stop? Fuck you! Ellie, I'm leaving. They're sending me to a post in the Atlanta QC.
Oh my god, imagine how devastating to hear that. You're like, wait.
Tonight's my last night in Boston.
Devastating.
If my only friend...
Your only friend and someone that you're like low-key in love with.
Yeah.
Like, and at that age, it's like, you
have
think
nothing.
the world is fucking ending.
Yeah. It's like when your parents would tell you you might move schools.
Like you can't blow up my life like that.
Like,
and I wanted to say goodbye. This isn't easy, Ellie. It actually is. You just did it.
Oh.
yeah, you can't. You
Strike
can't.
back!
You can't just leave your friend on her last night ever. And in a world like that, like even now, it's devastating to someone telling you they're moving to a different state. In a world like that, it's like I literally
when
could
you
never
have like
see
only
you again.
one person, and I'm in love with you, and you're my best friend,
And there's no Facebook or way to contact you.
and like this is gonna be the last time we see each other ever. Like you would just feel so alone.
What the fuck?
The Halloween store.
I thought you'd like this from the best, so I saved it for Laris.
Ellie is a bigger woman than me because I hold a grudge. Like I wouldn't have had the ability to like swallow my pride and turn back around.
Well, she wanted the book.
That's not why she went back.
You give me this night. This amazing fucking night. And now you're leaving again. You don't know what it was like to have a family.
Oof.
I mean, I didn't have them for long, but I had them. Maybe the fireflies aren't what I think they are, but they chose me.
It makes perfect sense.
Are you sure about this? About leaving? Yeah. You're my best friend. And I'll miss you. Well, Nate's not over yet.
She's so mature.
Which one?
Both of them, but Ellie.
Yeah.
Because I would just be like so mad, you know? At that age, like I know how I would have acted. Like I would have been a brat about it.
And in hindsight, you're like, I wish I would have taken advantage of that night. And
Right.
she's doing that.
Yeah, she's like getting over it in the moment. Yes, the wolf mask. This is so fucking precious to me.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh my god.
We're gonna figure
Oh! God damn it! That was so cute!
Of course they make them have this beautiful moment. Oh! What? Oh my god.
God, those things are tough.
God damn.
Holy shit! No, 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 no! No!
Oh god. Meanwhile,
Ellie's life. Poor fucking thing. Get it out, Ellie. That was supposed to be like the first day of the rest of their lives.
these actresses.
She's doing such an amazing job at being like angry and sad and scared.
the way I see it, we got two options.
This line.
We take the easy way out. Option two. We just keep going. Whether it's 2 minutes. We don't give that up. We could just be poetic and shit and lose our minds together.
The moral of the story is you can't get close to people. You have to just be alone.
You can never love anybody.
You can
or
never
anything.
get too close.
Sew them up, Elle.
And it's like such a beautiful parallel. Like, she will not lose this person again.
She's not giving up any time.
Him squeezing it tighter
He's
on her
like-
hand. Does she even know what she's doing?
No,
Like,
no.
how
Well,
scary
she might
for her.
in training. They might know.
But ultimately, like, how
She's never done
scary.
this on a person for sure.
She's like, where do I start right now?
You'd be like scared of just like hurting them worse. Like,
He's already dying, you know? Like, at this point, oh god.
ouch. And to be like getting stitches with no like anesthesia and a thread. Like, ouch. Fuck. Look at her. She is so like trauma focused.
Oh my god. That was so good.
That was gorgeous. I wrote nothing at all. I really didn't write anything.
For starters, Storm Reid as Reilly was so incredible.
Yeah, she did such a
portrayed
good
that
job.
role so well, and it's like whether she watched it or not, or played the game or not, it like just a testament to how well these characters studied their roles, because every line was spoken like it was in the game.
Yeah.
And if she especially hadn't played the game, to like have the same tones and like delivery, what an incredible actor. Like, she just absolutely nailed it. But so sorry, Storm Reid, you were overshadowed because Bella Ramsey is
Killed.
insane. Like,
Yeah, killed.
the scene where she's upset, killed it.
Yeah.
But then sewing Joel up, like, just the face she's giving,
She
and
was like
everything,
so
like,
she looked like shell shock, you know what I mean? Like when they have that like stare that's just like you've been through some things and you're like just getting through it.
well, and it's like that thing where an actor is able to give you so much with their face, and in that moment I was getting like, I have to do this. I don't know how to do this. I hope I'm doing this correctly. And then she would like look over at Joel. Is this correct? Like I was getting all these things
She's
from
like
her.
scared, but like trying,
Mm-hmm.
sad,
and there's no way
like,
to confirm or deny like if this is working.
And your like adrenaline is on 100 because you're like trying to save like this one person in the world that you have.
And like for him in the beginning to look at her and be like, "Go, get out of here,
Yeah.
go north," and go to then the end of the episode be clutching at her. Like,
well, and the other parallel of like her leaving and then being like, no, I'm not leaving, and coming back, like in both scenarios, she does that.
Yeah, it's just
in both scenarios, she ends like holding the other person, you know, even though it's a very different situation.
And in the DLC, they do a very beautiful job of showing those parallels, and they did it in this episode as well, like showing you why she can't give up on Joel. Well, it's because of all this shit that we don't know
like,
about
why
her story.
is Ellie who she is? Like this is a huge part of it.
Huge. It literally is the reasoning for her, like her drive. And it was so incredible to see them all. It looked so well done. I did write that I noticed halfway through, like I was starting to think like, okay, I don't think they're going to give us Ellie in the mall with Joel. Because if you remember, there's like that whole broken down helicopter scene where you have to like get him a med pack and save him.
Yeah, and there's all the people like in the mall,
like the zombies and stuff.
Yeah,
and
like,
I
come
think
in and try to kill you.
Maybe a reason they didn't do it was because maybe it was too hard to like show differences between the two malls live action. Like they would have had to really.
We don't have enough time.
Yeah, and like resources to show like two completely differently shaped and looking.
Well, I'm
malls.
sure they have the resources. I just think if you're trying to fit it into an hour, or 40 minutes or whatever, you know it is. You don't get to know the mall well enough in one setting to recognize the differences in the other setting. So it's better to just be like, this is the mall and separate.
I have to like go back and double check, but I'm almost certain that American Girl doll store is Ellie in the mall with Joel. Because you have to like go get the keys from the pharmacist to like go get the meds in the doll store. So if that's the case, what a great way to like nod to that mall by putting that store in there and being like, we couldn't do that mall, but like
it's Easter eggs.
Easter egg, remember the mall, we remember the mall, getting to see like the carousel, the photo booth, the Halloween shop, like all of it was just such amazing Easter eggs, but also just like adaptation. Like it just looked so beautiful and stunning, and
it did.
I loved it. I was crying in the middle and you were like, nothing sad's happened. But what was making me cry was just the idea of just like that young friendship. And for them, it's a little deeper. They like are a little in love. But even just the basis of like when you're 14,
just having a special like
special
best friend
is so. And when you get older, you get like, you have to like be an adult and you don't get as like, it's not as special.
You don't get as much like silly magic. Like you're that age, you're still like teetering on the edge of like living in the world of like make believe.
Yeah.
And you have your friends, and especially if they've grown up together or been friends for a while, those people help you like hang on to that. So it's like you get this probably the most magical thing Ellie's done in her whole life with her best friend that she is in love with. And it's, you know, I get it. Like, it's very special. I thought you looked sad, though. So I was like, are you sad? Like,
sad because it's like, it was so special and beautiful. And then I, unfortunately, like,
knew
what was going to transpire.
Right, but you gotta, like, you know, like, so did I. But I was just trying to, like, be where the show wanted me to be mentally.
I know, but I'm just like...
thinking ahead.
I know it's coming.
No, I understand. You can't ignore it. I mean, it's hard to ignore. Yeah. It's like, you know,
especially
like,
when it's so wholesome and beautiful. You're like, this show's not wholesome and beautiful. Like,
no, any good thing that you have to like be sad about because you know ultimately like that's getting taken away.
Anytime it's even remotely touching, I'm like, okay, so what next?
Okay,
like,
so who's gonna die? Which of these two people are gonna die?
Panning out, I was like, okay, so what's this? Like, okay, so what
are we doing? What do we find? What are we doing?
Where's the I mean,
I know we can't have nice things. So what? Yes. What's
this
the
show
trauma?
is the epitome of this is why we can't have nice things.
We literally cannot have nice things, like in any way, shape, or form. We cannot have connection. I do think I think that they capture love so well in this
Beautifully.
show, and it
Yes.
just really is touching to me, because when they had their moment where it was like, will they, won't they, I was thinking this feel the energy of it does feel like when you're a kid and
It's
you have a
so
crush and you're like,
natural
oh my
feeling.
god, are they gonna kiss me? And you
Mhm.
haven't ever kissed anyone before, and you don't know what to do, or how to act, or I don't want to embarrass myself, or
Uh-huh.
being young and feeling that way. They did a really good job of capturing it.
That. The show,
It wasn't just oh, two babies,
right.
it wasn't giving High School Musical. You know
I
what
always
I mean?
say the mark of a good television show to me is a television show that feels like it's a documentary. Like
yeah.
a Game of Thrones, where you
Mhm.
feel
Feels
like
like it
you
could be
are
true.
a fly on their wall. These scenes don't feel contrived or acted out. It feels
Yeah.
like you're literally
You're not
watching it.
seeing the script in your head
Right.
as they're acting
And this
it.
show is that way for me.
Yeah.
Every scene feels like I am observing two people that are real.
Yeah.
And that are living a life. And it's so crazy how they do such a good job making you feel like, we this is the fourth time now we've gone on a journey with characters to have them die at the end.
Yeah.
Bill and Frank, Sam and Henry, now Reilly.
Yes.
They do a good job of making you feel like you've lived a lifetime with this person.
And they do a good job of making you feel even when maybe you don't agree with this because you were crying for the entire episode, but I feel like they do a good job of making you kind of forget that someone's gonna die at the end of the episode.
They do.
I'm the Bill and Frank episode, Tess, now Reilly, all of them I ultimately knew were going to die, but I would forget that completely until the end, to the point where even though I played the game, at the end of that episode I still was oh no, no, she got bit, even though I fucking know that's coming.
And their both reactions to seeing them bit were so real and felt so authentically heavy.
I was gonna say the same. Ellie's scream, she was angry, and then she saw Reilly's, and her face went she did this little half breath, she went
a gasp. Uh-huh.
She was devastated for Reilly. She was angry for herself, but she was broken for Reilly.
Yeah. Oh my god. And I also just think that we talk about it all the time while watching the show. The theme of love is presented so heavily. It's your biggest driving force. It's your biggest crutch. It's your biggest weakness. It's your biggest strength. Love in this world is insane. From people like Bill and Frank, where it's so in your face and obvious, down to people like Kathleen with her brother.
Mm-hmm.
They depict love so strong in this.
The Last of Us really is a love story.
It is.
It's family love.
The
it's
fungus
young love.
connecting with each other.
It's unrequited love with Tess and Joel.
And Tess and the fungus.
And Tess and the fungus. And then it's
Henry and Sam.
No. I was gonna refer to Joel and Ellie, but I don't even know what to call that. That's almost it's not family, but it kind of is. It's chosen family love,
It's this adopted father-daughter love.
But they're hitting all the types of love that you can have. They're getting
down to that guy being killed by Joel in episode 4, and him being no, please, mom, and screaming for his mom, the love of him dying and wanting his mother,
and being still calling out for your mom.
The love is so well depicted in this show, and they do such a good job showing the multiple facets of love, where it's your biggest strength, but for some people their biggest weakness.
It's your downfall, or it's a weakness, or it turned you into a bad guy, or it turned you into a good guy.
It kept you going. It made you give up.
It gave you a place to go. It gave you the North Star. It's why Joel found his brother. You know what I mean? It's all these, the driving force. It's it's a zombie show, but it's not. It's not. It's a love story.
Oh god, well what an incredible episode. I loved it. They nailed that DLC. They hardly changed anything, and the things that were tweaked or changed.
I loved when Reilly gave the line when she was there's two ways we can do this. I was yes.
It's so iconic because for us also as audience, we're getting to see that first. Whereas when you're playing the game, you don't hear that line until the end when Ellie says it, and then you get to play the DLC after. Whereas now we're getting to see it the first thing, so I'm sure if Ellie says
They're
that in
gonna
the
reference
finale,
it. Yeah.
it's gonna feel so much more like
Impactful.
but also like a stab in your fucking
Yeah.
chest. Like, because when she says it in the game, you're kind of like, oh, that's sad, and like I want to know more, but I don't know more. Whereas now I feel like
They
that
gave you the
scene might give
backstory.
you a little bit more like, oh.
Well, and that's how it needs to be. If you're going to present it in a
Uh-huh.
show, you want the viewers to connect with that,
Line.
line the same way that
Mhm.
the people who played both games did. So good for them.
10
Stunning
out of
job
10.
once
10 out of
again.
10 out of 10 episode. That was incredible.
So good.
Storm Reid, you had a short-lived role on this show, as most of the characters do, but you left such an impact, and I love you so much, and you were incredible. I don't know if you're familiar with Storm Reid, but she's in Euphoria, and like she's just an incredible
She's in
actress.
like something that I've seen, but she must have been young because I cannot think of what it was.
People get her confused a lot with Rue from Hunger Games. That is not her.
That's not who I was
Okay.
thinking of, but I gotta look up her IMDb. Maybe I'm just making that up, but I definitely feel like I've seen her face before. She does look like Rue, but
She's
but
not.
you can tell she's not because her eyes are very different.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. Love the performance. I think
So good.
she is one of those people, like, same as the actress who played Sarah, like, really, really
Yes.
delivered. I didn't forget about you. I don't feel like I'm going to forget about those characters just because they were only in
In the
one
beginning,
episode.
and so
Yeah.
much has happened since then. Yeah,
Mhm.
like. Oh, all right, guys. Well, that's going to conclude this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please hit a like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date. Comment, let us know what you thought of the episode. The comments really help out with the algorithm, so let us know what you think. Even if you aren't
The
liking the show,
algo.
even if you don't like it and you think we're stupid,
Tell us
let us
that,
know.
too.
Tell us in the comments.
Even though it does,
Hurt
it
our feelings
hurts our
sometimes.
feelings, you guys.
we get sad sometimes. All right, guys. Well, we hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.